basically, like, I know a lot of people that are doing like the whole van life thing. Pretty much everyone I talk to at one point or another has had issues with mold, whether it's like you're sleeping in a closed environment and there's no airflow and your breath goes up onto all your fabric and stuff and just turns into mold, or you're in Washington State where it's raining all the time. Like, I know pretty much everyone that lives in a truck, van, rig, they're mobile, they're in a camper, they have mold problems if you're not hooked up to the grid because you don't have AC with airflow. So this stuff here is what you need to not die and not get sick, because mold exposure is like one of the biggest problems in, like, I'd say it's pretty up there in like the modern age with a lot of people getting sick. They don't realize it's mold, whether it's in your apartment, you know, in the walls, behind, under the carpet. Like, mold is such a huge thing. I literally had 2 weeks of exposure and I thought that I was gonna die. Not joking, it was horrible. And I'm also in a smaller area, so it's kind of circulating all into my cells. So one thing that you can do, basically my detox protocol, is you can do activated charcoal in a pinch, like if it was like life or death, but that's also going to take your minerals away from you. It doesn't discriminate on like mold and then, you know, like magnesium in your body. So if you get bentonite clay, there's going to be a binder to all these toxins in your body, and you don't use a metal spoon because apparently there's heavy metals on like a regular steel spoon. So what I did is I bought a silver spoon from the antique shop yesterday. So what I did is I got this silver spoon from like 1940 or something like that, and I just get the bentonite clay, get a tablespoon of that, put it in some water, mix it up, take it like once or twice a day, just use it intuitively. If you start farting, take a little bit less, and that binds to the stuff. And I'm basically going to do that until all the mold is gone, as well as using the ozone generator, as well as using the negative ion generator every single day. I actually got a separate battery pack. I can constantly run this stuff, so I won't have to worry about this coming ever again in the future. Let's go. Silver spoon, baby. And that's an investment right there, my boy.
That's an investment. Let's go. Silver spoon for the win.
And this is what's been making me sick. So that white is the mold right there. We got an ozone generator over here. We got a HEPA filter, and this is a Vortex 6 or 4, whatever.
Negative ion generator.
Yeah, buddy, negative ion generator. This thing here is going to be shooting some plasma out of here. That's putting out millions and millions of negative ions. And people also be using that for depression. So we got that. And then this, and I don't really know where we're going to go with this. But yeah, we really just balling out for real. And got a new seat cushion, so I got to take the seats out of the back of the truck. And then we're putting this on top of there. And every type of thing like that.
So one of the cool things about this negative ion generator is, like you mentioned, it helps with depression. Negative ions are also produced by the ocean, the waves crashing, the sound of water, little ripples going through the creek, and also the wind in the pine trees. They all produce negative ions. And what that does is it brings a grounding effect. It brings a purifying effect to the atmosphere, to the environment. So negative ions, what they do is they actually bond to dust particles in the environment, whether that's a mold spore or a piece of dust, and it will cause it to stick to a surface like a wall or a floor. Now on this model, it actually has a capture plate, so as the negative ions go out into the environment, in the atmosphere, they're going to capture those dust particles and bring it back to this plate, which is then an easy clean off. Ween Products made this, and I'm pretty excited to see how Cole likes it. I might have to get one myself. But then he went all overboard and got 3 different things: the HEPA air filter and the ozone generator. So gotta be careful with this one, but nonetheless, it's gonna help him out. And my man Cole is gonna have no more mold problems.
Yee! And if I need to sleep outside, I got a flat lane tent. It feels weird to yell in front of the law office. So we're gonna keep it this. And then when I plug it in, I'll be like, y'all ain't never gonna believe the time that we ain't got no mold. Y'all ain't never believe that we ain't got no mold in there.
LOL.
Yeah, so it gonna be good. Yeah, so basically what Aaron and I did is we spent like 3 hours and we stayed up until like 12 or 1 in the morning on a group phone call with 2 people in a gas station. And everyone's just watching us freak out about the Ween products. It's the brand Ween, as well as whatever the other one was.
And
Ween,
like backstory, I've done the research on negative ion generators a couple times over the years, but it was just really funny staying up late night with Cole doing the research on this, and we found some really high-end products that are actually producing a significant amount of negative ions, as opposed to the paltry amount that you would find on Amazon. So hopefully he has a good experience with these, and we're gonna try and get in contact with the producers of these because as a professional in the industry, I'm interested, and as a customer as well. And I think Cole is interested as well. So maybe we could get a Ween sponsorship. That would be epic.
Hit us up, Ween. There's a lot of cheap Chinese crap that doesn't actually work, and this is some stuff that is not crap, and it actually works. So Aaron done got his first place to live in. He's been in a tent for about 4.5, 5 years.
Whoa.
Yeah, he been houseless but not homeless because